as you can see. It's getting that little bit chillier now, so getting the fire on, getting nice and warm. Anyway, I'm rambling, I know. Hi guys, welcome to Fish with Bish. We're down here in the tackle den stroke workshop, where I'm making a few floats today, and it suddenly dawned on me that a lot of people talk about pole floats, but they don't talk about the makeup of pole floats. Sometimes we talk about the fact that it's got a glass fibre stem, or it's got a carbon stem, or it's got a stainless steel stem. And because I'm actually making pole floats now, I'm getting the actual bits and bobs to make them with. So I'm seeing how they're being constructed, obviously by better people than me, but all the materials are the same, and I was just thought people might be interested in how those different materials react, how they work, which is better for a slow falling float, which is better for a more stable float, how they fall through the water, that kind of thing, using exactly the same body, exactly the same tips, but with different stems. And then I can show the fall rate in the different stems. So say you want something that falls through the water slowly, say you're fishing for a few silvers and you want it to just drop down that little bit slower. Obviously the shotting pattern will affect how it drops down and how you shot it, which we'll be going into in another video. So let's just cut to me by the tank, and we'll have a look at how those floats fall through the water. That way. That way. Hi guys, welcome to the scientific, unscientific test of pole floats. We're just looking at them deconstructed, if you like. So these are semi-made up. Basically all it is the body, a 4x14 body on the same length of stem. One's carbon fibre, one's glass fibre. So we're just going to try in 5 different attempts to see which, you know, which one drops first, which one stays the same, that kind of thing. So let's have a go. Let's first drop. Well, there's an obvious difference there, isn't there? So the glass, we'll call it glass and we'll call it carbon from now on, so I haven't got to keep saying it. So on test 1, the glass has gone straight down. Let's try it again. Test 2, exactly the same result. Let's try again. This is test 3. Does look like the carbon gets caught in the surface tension of the water, it seems. So it's obviously more buoyant. So this is 4. Carbon's the glass has gone down again and the carbon stays. So it is sort of quite clear which is the more buoyant and which would drop slower. So let's just get the excess off and let's just try them for one last time. And again, same, except for the carbon went down this time. I think that's possibly because the glass hit it. Let's try it one more time, trying to keep them separate. Yeah, it's because the glass hit the stem on the other one. So that's very interesting, actually, that shows that the glass is a lot less buoyant than the carbon. So obviously if you want something that's going to fall slower, it's going to be the carbon. Let's just compare the depth. They look very similar, to be honest. I would say, looking at the glass, that the glass one is a little more stable than the. Let's just have a look. Obviously that's moving about a bit. The winds just took them. Okay, right. Let's have a look at them weighted very slightly with a small amount of weight. Right, what I've done there, guys, is they're on a line. There's 3 different rubbers. I've got one there, one there, one there, and I've got a number 12 dropper shot there on that line there. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back over to the tank now, and we're going to watch the fall of the carbon stem and the glass stem. Bear in mind that they've got exactly the same weight on them. They've both got a 4x14 body, and we'll just see how they run now. Right, guys, what we're going to do now, first of all, we're going to start with the carbon stem, the black stem. And I don't know if you can quite make out, but there is a there it is. See if I can get it a bit closer. I've got a number 12 Stotts on there. So what we're going to do, let me just pull out slightly. We've got a wider angle. So basically what I'm going to do is, with this pole float, is we're just going to drop it in, and there you go. That Stott, all it took was that tiny little number 12 dropper shot to bring that down. So let's try again. Sorry about that noise, guys, it's the remote for the camera. So we'll try that again. So basically you get your float, drop your float, and that dropper shot will drag that down, and that's quite nice action actually. Okay, again, I don't know if we can sort of count that, so let me just light on the top, and then I'll just let go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then it becomes stable. So let's try that now with the glass fibre. Let's have a look. It's exactly the same setup, guys. It's got exactly the same shot. It's got a number 12 dropper. It's in exactly the same position as the other one, and exactly the same amount of line. So let's just put that on there again. Now that fall on that is much quicker. So let's pull out a little bit, and then what we might do is do them together, but let's just try and count that. I'll put that on. 1, 2, doesn't even get to 3, and it's sort of in position. So let's try them together now. Try not to get them tangled up. Okay, so if I put them like this and then drop one, oh, you can see straight away, guys, that obviously the glass fibre stem is more stable. It's also drops quicker. Right, guys, as you can see from that scientific unscientific test that we've just done in the little fish tank, basically it's quite obvious really that the glass fibre is slightly heavier than the carbon fibre, or the carbon fibre is more buoyant, whichever way you want to look at it, and they act differently in the water. So if you take nothing away from this video other than carbon falls a lot slower and the glass falls a lot quicker, so the glass is more stable and drops quicker, and the carbon fibre is obviously, it's a much better if you're trying to catch through the water. Obviously, depending on your shotting patterns, which we'll go into in another video, that makes a difference. But essential from this, the deconstruction part of the floats, is that the glass fibre falls quicker than the carbon, and obviously stainless steel just straight down. So thanks very much for watching Fish with Bish. This is a tackle time 10-minute tip thing. Hit the like, hit the subscribe. You don't want to be missing any of these, do you? Do you?